Good morning, everybody. I just want to remind everybody that today at 11 o'clock, Chava Avner is going to be presenting or beginning her new L'Chaim Center workshop in preparation for the high holidays. It's a real special opportunity to do the real work that one needs to do in order to maximize the opportunity of high holidays this year. Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur will be so much more meaningful if you put in the work now, and Chava is going to guide you all on a weekly get-together, but with also daily work to do in between. So it starts today at 11. Moving along in our discussion of the pillars that the world stands on. We spoke about Torah, we spoke about Avoda, service of Hashem. The third pillar I want to focus on is the pillar of Chesed, acts of loving kindness. One of the pillars that the world stands upon is human beings acting with love and kindness to one another. And that is certainly something that is worth focusing on during these days of the month of Elul leading up to Rosh Hashanah, because when God recreates the world on Rosh Hashanah, He is going to need pillars that He can rest the world upon. And it's our job, it's God's job to recreate the world. It's our job to fortify the pillars in advance of this recreation. So the pillar that I want to focus on today is Chesed. Chesed means that I am thinking about the needs of another person, and I'm even willing to put the needs of another person in front of my own needs. You know, there's a famous story in the Torah that when Abraham is looking for a suitable mate, a wife for his son Yitzchak, and she's not only going to be a wife for Yitzchak, but she's going to be the next matriarch in the line of the Jewish matriarchs. He sends his devoted attendant, Eliezer, to go and find a wife for Isaac. And Eliezer devises a plan, and the plan is all based on finding somebody who excels in this attribute, in this midah of Chesed. And it's amazing because, there are a lot of things that are important in Judaism. I would think that he'd want to find somebody who has deep belief in God, or deep trust and deep faith in God. Why is it only this one attribute of Chesed that he is looking for? And I think the answer is very deep. Because what does it mean for a person to succeed and excel in Chesed? It means I have the unique human ability to take myself out of the center of my universe and put somebody else in the center, even if it's for a moment, and to focus on the needs of another person, even to the degree where they may override my needs. A person who can do that is a person who can take themselves out of the center of the universe, is a person who can be a great spiritual giant. Because in order to be connected to God, I've got to put God in the center of the universe and take myself out of the center of my universe. So Chesed means really thinking about what another person needs and not giving to them in the way that I like to give to them, but rather giving to them in the way that they need to be given to. My rabbi, one of my rabbis in Jerusalem, said that he had a very sad experience when he and his wife first got married, and they opened up all their presents, their wedding presents. This is before registries and everything, They had the ability to know who gave them the present without even reading the card. He said, because people give, oftentimes they don't think about what do you need, they think about what they like to give. That's not Chesed. Chesed is not to give the way I like to give, but to think about what does that person really need, and to focus on that and to give in that way. That's something that we can focus on and work on during these days of Elul, to fortify the pillar of Chesed, so that when God recreates the world on Rosh Hashanah, we will have done our job and built and fortified and solidified those pillars upon which the world stands. Have a wonderful day.